doing really well. But of course, there's plenty more to do. In fact, one of the things I firmly believe is, in life, especially as it gets more and more competitive, the only way you can stay up to date and relevant is by skilling, reskilling, and upskilling. And that applies to all of us, bureaucrats, politicians, students, employers, employees. I think all of us, unless we upgrade ourselves, unless we upskill ourselves, there's no choice. So we are constantly looking to partner and create more centers of excellence. We're in the process of setting up a life sciences university. We're also in the process of setting up an aviation university, nascent stages, but we'll also do that. We're also in the process of setting up a university focused on sustainable mobility. So all of this, I mean, education plus skill building and capacity building is something that we have tried to do as much as we can, but there's plenty more to do, I assure you, and we'll stay focused on that. Thank you, ma'am.
We'll take a question from Pooja, who has come all the way from Delhi. Can someone pass on the mic to Pooja?
Have I hurt your Delhi sensibilities?
Not at
I
all.
hope I have.
Not at all. Congratulations, Minister, on being a very high-performing state. I have to confess, I didn't know as much about your state, so your lecture has been very informative for me. My question is that you very rightly have a lot of, let's say, complaints against Delhi and the treatment given by Delhi and basically the central government to even high-performing states such as yours. From what I understand, you said that it is probably the nature of center-state relations that leads to something like this. It isn't the personality, because you said that if you were in this position, perhaps you would also be sitting from there.
I think the position changes. One is what I was going to.
Right. So my question is that given you're such a high-performing state, given additional resources which are your due, which you should get, can help you perform even better and do more for your people. Is there, and perhaps there are more states who have similar concerns, do you see scope for or need for some sort of an institutional platform for the states to get together and take up issues with the center? Because just waiting for an electoral cycle to be completed and change faces, or perhaps hope for a coalition where regional parties or smaller states have more voice and bargaining power, an institutional mechanism may work. Now, traditionally, we have had certain institutional mechanisms and people have had issues with them, rightly so. They have not lived up to the expectations. There's always scope for improvement, etc. But given what you have described, without even the central government support, you've done a lot. You can perhaps do a lot more. What is the solution to this other than just waiting for an electoral cycle to perhaps create scope for a coalition government where you get a more political voice?
Well, there's a word word in Constitution called as tyranny of majority. Sometimes what happens is when you have a brute power, you have bulldozing numbers in Parliament or GST Council, you just get bulldozed. And bulldozer राज का तो आपको जानते हो, दिल्ली में आप हो तो आपके एकदम बगल में चल रहा है. तो बुलडोजिंग मेजॉरिटी जो आज हिंदुस्तान में है, कभी का एक बार शायद वो अच्छा नहीं है, क्योंकि हम लोग पहले से ये मानते थे कि coalition governments probably are not stable, so therefore they are not right. So, one party getting full majority may be a good thing, but looking at what's happening 9 years in India, even before that, if I may add, not just 9 years, but even before that, I'd like to say that one party which has always had complete majority has not been able to deliver justice for everybody, so to speak. I'll give you 2 examples. Hyderabad is one city which has got a number of defense public sector undertakings, including President Abdul Kalam. He worked here for 12 years as part of the Missile Development Program. And there's a number of institutions. Even current advisor to government for Minister of Defense is Dr. Satish Reddy, who's also from Hyderabad. So when this concept of defense industrial production corridor was being mooted, the defense minister then was Nirmala ji. So I approached the union government with a lot of hope, saying, ma'am, Hyderabad and Bangalore. Bangalore is where HAL is, a number of other institutions are, and Hyderabad has a number of such institutions. So to give much needed boost to the existing ecosystem, this will be an ideal location. She said no. I said no, मतलब कुछ बात करेंगे आप या चर्चा करेंगे, ऐसा कुछ होगा, कोई बैठक बुलाएंगे, कुछ होगा? She said no, the decision is already made. I said on what grounds? She said, we have made the decision, the Union Cabinet has decided. I said, where is it decided? She said, Bundelkhand. I said, what the hell is there in Bundelkhand that you want to go and set it up there? She said, what do you mean? I said, yeah, what is there? Is there like a factory? Is there a defense public sector undertaking? What is there that you would want to attract the world to Bundelkhand and set it up, other than the fact that they have number of parliament seats which are voted for BJP? What is there? She said, no, these are not political considerations. You have to understand, you have to look at the bigger picture. So Hyderabad is developed, so you don't want other parts to develop. Is that what it is? I said, no, but you have to understand that if you have to catch the early worm, you have to move fast, and therefore existing ecosystem matters. She wouldn't get it. Same has been the mode with every single minister that I've dealt with in Government of India. They think that they know it all. With this they know it all mindset, I know it all mindset, things are not going to work. अगर आप किसी और की सुनना नहीं चाहते हो, किसी और के साथ बैठ के बात नहीं करना चाहते हो, कुछ नहीं होना है आगे जाके. पीयूष गोयल आए थे एक बार यहाँ पे. हमने एक इंडोर मीटिंग बुलाई, ऑल इंडिया मेडिकल डिवाइसेस मैन्युफैक्चरर्स एसोसिएशन. As part of this meeting, Piyush gave a very nice lecture on how nationalism should take center stage and how सभी मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को यहाँ पे हर कुछ करना चाहिए, हम लोग 80% बाहर से इंपोर्ट करते हैं. It was indoor meeting, no press, so none of them could report anything. So one of the manufacturers got up. They said, "Sir, but एक बात आपसे कहते हैं." मैंने कहा क्या? बोले कि मैं आज अगर चाइना में ग्लव खरीदता हूँ, मास्क खरीदता हूँ और इंपोर्ट करता हूँ हजारों मैल, तब भी वो सस्ता